get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the New England Patriots and our home team. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway.
Keep playing hard. Set, 90, walk, general, fast, and go.
Sony Michel, his first carry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get this, get this. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Where are they, team?
Throwing, Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play fake. Mariota. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Mariota. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll set up to throw. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
It's a gain of 19, but it's 3rd down.
set up a throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Dante Hightower on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 16, Mariota. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Wide. Get three. Switch. Kill. One.
On play action, Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, Sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. Going deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Lacoste, his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his pass incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Back to throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still...
To throw is Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Chopper. Nice 7. Let's go. Ready, go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of his end zone, Mariota. It's Hill, complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
Let's go. Watch the ship.
One.
A first down throw for Mariota. Looking downfield for Jones. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They go play action. Mariota eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 12 yards there and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He finds an opening past the 40, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Pretty good job escaping the pressure, gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll run with Michelle, and that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them.
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Will Fuller, 95 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Jones has it. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Gets it to Gordon. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Patriots.
Back to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Lacoste. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. Kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. He has been an integral part of the offense all season, and now in the playoffs he's carrying it over. Had the touchdown last week in the wild card game. Now his 2nd TD of the playoffs.
Showing some consistency, and that's something that we have to keep in mind about the playoffs because we often think you have to be spectacular in order to win. I think consistent is what you're looking for. That can get you to the finish line. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mariota now gets this one to Hill. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the red zone now, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Play fake. Mariota. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Mariota to throw it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, a run from White. Well, he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And going deep for Hill. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. 52 yards. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On second down now, it's White. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
Brown on the tackle. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Set. 90. Roll. Get blue dot working. Blue dot working. Exit.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now Mariota, he'll find his tight end. That's Waller. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Deron Harmon makes the tackle. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
At the 17-yard line.
Last stop. Last stop.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Here's Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
Fourth down, Mariota. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. A gain of 3, second down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get that to Michel, complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
To try again after the sack. Mariota, and that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mariota fighting to stay upright. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Kyle Van Noy drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.